A few hours' drive from the New York Art Market, Mark Cohen lives in Wilkes-Barre, a small town in the hills of Pennsylvania. He discovered using the flash for contemporary photography.
Watch the different things that happen. Bring the camera up very close. And, I could try to make a picture of his neck. You want to watch it because it's right over here. You're going to make a picture of your neck, like that. Just like this gold chain by his neck. Maybe his eyes, the way a hair's blown in his eyes. Make a picture like that. But this is very unusual because it's like, we're cooperating in the middle of a very strange sort of thing to happen, right? You're not kidding. You're not kidding.
Mark Cohen runs a photo studio in his hometown. He photographs weddings and shoots portraits. But once a day, he breaks out and flashes to his heart's content.
I'm going to do the girl against the wall there. Well, there's a definite social interaction that happens, some kind of thing that happens between me and the people I take a picture of. I invade their space and try to make something happen with the camera when I go in very close and try to make pictures with with the flash and the small camera and go very close to someone. You really do trespass in a way on their space. And also the kinds of subjects that I pick out, many times they're, details of people or small parts of them. A lot of times they're very sexually related, and sometimes they're related to children that are in disadvantaged circumstances. Sometimes they're related to old people. Certain themes run through the work all the time, and it does become some kind of social, psychological document about my vision, about what I look at and how I respond to people in the environment. I would never use a flash. I always wanted to just take pictures straight with like a 50mm lens and just make straight literal photographs of things. But when I started to use a flash, because of the effective speed of the flash, the thousandth of a second that the flash goes off, I found that I could come in very close, and with a 28mm lens or a 21mm lens, I'd have a pretty long depth of field, maybe 2 feet or 3 feet depth of field, and then I could see someone just walking straight by the street or running down the street and put the camera right next to them and take a picture at a thousandth of a second. So we're trying to make some pictures of the people like coming out of the office. Like 5 o'clock, there'll be a lot of people in there.
Quarter to 5 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a picture I took near Wilkes-Barre, in a small town near Wilkes-Barre. And I was just driving around looking for a place to stop, looking for a place to take pictures, and I saw this young girl. At this girl's legs, at the nice, her legs. Sort of followed her down the street for a few steps and then crouched down and made a picture because I was interested in her sock and her leg in the picture. And there are many, many things in the picture that I didn't see and couldn't imagine at the time I took the picture, like the shadow and the way the knee would point to this edge, and this beautiful edge, this broken edge that happens, and this other shadow that comes out. And the way this knee points to this shadow. And then this mysterious sort of space that happens in this dark area here.
Não, olha pra câmera, não olha pra cara da gente, não. Olha pra
Rosa Maria lá, ó.
Cinematic workshop discussions about an art form in our day and age with Harry Callahan,
Nearly all of them, I would say, straight photography.
Mark Cohen, Ralph Gibson, Joel Meyerowitz, Dwayne Michaels, Lisette Model,
Die Welt ist so groß und so frei und es gibt so vieles.
Stephen Shore, John Sharkovsky, Gary Winogrand, and Robert Frank.
Mein Leben, Paradise in Malibu in Kanada. Die Hölle in New York.
Hell in New York.
Okay.
In 1947, Robert Frank left Switzerland